Hi everyone, welcome to Java Techie. In Java interview, if interview turns into collection chapter, then first question you will get what is the difference between comparable and comparator and when to use comparable and when to use comparator. Okay, here you need to answer smartly because interviewer may throw few counter question on it. So without any further delay, let's demonstrate this concept with an example. So let's get started. Comparable provides a single sorting sequence where comparator provides multiple sorting sequence. Let's say I have an employee class and I have a field called ID, name and salary. If I want to sort on based on ID or name or salary, then I can go for single sorting sequence using comparable. If I want to sort with the multiple parameter, then with the help of comparable we cannot achieve it. We need to go for comparator. Okay, and comparable interface contains a method called compare2 method to sort an element, but comparator provides a compare method with two argument to sort an element. If you are using comparable, then it affects the original class. Let's say I have employee class, then in employee class I need to implements from comparable. That signature you need to write in the employee class and you need to override the comparable method. But if you are using comparator, then you can create a separate class and implements from comparator. Then you can use this collections utility method, sort method. You can pass the list argument to sort that. Okay, now let's understand this comparable and comparator with code. So let's go to the IntelliJ. Already we created this student class, right? Not this one. We created this student class. So let me close all, go to the project, open the student class. Now in student class I have two field, ID and name. I just want to sort based on ID. So what I can do, using comparable I can do it. If I use comparable, then it will directly affect in my actual class, which is student. So what I need to do, I just need to type implements comparable. Okay, and it is type generic. You can pass your class type. I'll pass student. Okay, now it is crying, it is forcing me to override the compare to method. Just override it. Okay, let's take it up. I'll add it here. Okay, before toString. So inside this compare to method, you need to write the logic. Since I have the student object with me, I can provide the sorting either for ID or for name. I cannot provide for both using comparable. That's why it's single sorting implementation. So what I can do, I can simply write if ID equal to object dot id, if both are same, then return 1, sorry, return 0, because it's not greater than. Or I can write else if, okay, id if it is greater than uh, o dot id, sorry, not 0, o dot id. Better you can rename it to student s so that there will be no confusion. Make it s. If it is greater than, then just return 1. If it is less than, directly I can add in else, return -1. Okay, just remove it. Fine. Now I added compare to method and I provided sorting based on the ID. So let me change. Okay, this is there, 109, 109, 105, 195. Okay, now what I'll do, I created a list and I added these three student object. Okay, I'm printing it. Let me run this. What's going wrong? Okay, so we didn't add this to the list, right? So that's a students dot add s1. Similarly, I will add for 2 3. copy this, B, V. Okay, S2 and S3. Sorry. Fine. So I created three student object and I also implements comparable and I override the compare to method and I provided sorting based on the ID. And now I added it to the list and I was trying to print it. Now if you'll run it, you will not get a sorting order. So I just want to show that. See the way we added 195 we are getting in the same order. So it should display 101, then 105, 109. Why it's not displaying? Because we need to use these collections dot sort, then pass this list, which is students, right? Pass it. Now if I'll run this code, I was getting on sorting order 101, then 105 and 109. Now in future, I got a requirement. No, don't use this ID. Change sorting algorithm based on name. Now again I need to change this code, right? I just need to implement for the name. So then in case of comparable, it's not dynamic. It's always hard coded. Today based on ID I implemented, tomorrow I need based on the name, I need to change the entire implementation, which is not recommended. That's why it's always recommended if you know you are going to follow a single sorting algorithm, then go for this comparable. Now when to use comparator, let's say I will create based on ID and name. Okay, let's say I created a Java class, something called ID comparator. Okay, ignore it. Then I just implement from comparator, pass the object as student. I just want to make it generic. If today I want based on the ID, I can use this ID comparator. If tomorrow I want based on the name, I can use another comparator rather than hardcode in the same class or your target class. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just override a compare method. Compare method, just override it. Fine. So inside this method, I can place the same logic. Just add it. Instead of ID, what I'll do, I'll just make it S1 and second object as S2. Okay. So you can write here S1 dot get ID. Just remove this S2 dot get ID. Okay. Get ID. Similarly, you can add it here S1 dot get ID greater than then S2 dot get ID. Like so, this is how you can write for ID comparator. Now let's say I just want to write a name comparator as well. So what I can do, I will directly write Java class. I'll write name comparator. Also implement same from comparator. Pass the type generic, which is nothing student. Then just override the compare method. Here I can simply write s1 dot get, sorry, this need to be changed, or else o1 dot get name dot compare to s2 dot get, sorry, this is o2, I didn't change the reference name, get name. Fine. Now I have two comparator, ID comparator as well as name comparator. Now let's go to the code. Let me go to the student class. Now today I want to sort based on the name. So what I can pass here? Simply I can pass new name comparator. There is wrong in my ID. New name comparator. Fine. Now if you will run your code, it will sort based on the name, not ID. So Basant B, then P, then S, right? Now if you want again based on the ID you want, you can change it to the ID comparator. Fine. Now run this code. 101 5 9. Okay, so let me add one more field so that we can find the difference. Let's say something 98. Okay, and I added ASHIK. Now let me run based on the ID. I should get this first. Let's run this. Okay, S4, and also add that to the list. Students dot add S4. Now let's run this. It sort based on the ID, right? Now if I will sort based on the name, again just change it to the name comparator. Run it. Okay, it's not working, something going wrong. Let me go to the name comparator. There is o1.getName compared to o2.getName. This is correct. Now go to the student. Okay, so this should be capital, right? Because all the character we added capital, and here we are adding the lowercase. So that's the reason we are getting this. Now let me run this. We are using name comparator. Yeah, we are getting it right. A then starts with B, then P, then Santosh. Now let's assume we created separate comparator, name comparator and ID comparator for multiple sorting using comparator interface. Now the next question from the interviewer, which is a common interview question, I can say I personally faced it. So I just want to sort based on the ID. If we found both the ID is same, then I just want to go with the name sorting. So what I can do, so let's go to this ID comparator. Here only you can do this logic. If you found both the ID is same, then simply go and sort based on the name. S1 dot get name dot compare to S2 dot get name, right? So this comparator basically sort based on the ID. If it found both the ID of object is same, then it will sort based on the name. This kind of scenario also we may need in future or while implementing a application, right? Now if you go to the student, let me change something. Let's say I'll add one more object with the same name. Let's say S5. ID is same. Then I just want to add something BIKSH because. Okay, add it to the list. 5. Now I just need to pass this ID comparator. You can change the name because we are not going to sort based on the ID. We are comparing based on ID. If we found it is equal, then we are sorting based on the name. Fine. Now let me run this code. 98 we are getting the first. Then if you observe 101 Basant, then 101 because. So what happened? Initially it found 101 and 101 both the object having the same ID. Then again it sort based on the name. B, then the next character is A, where it is B, and the next character is I. So he started comparing between this A and I. So A comes first, so he added this element. I comes next to the A, so he added it here. Okay, so this is how you can provide your custom sorting using comparator, which is not possible using comparable interface. Fine. I hope this concept is clear for you when to use comparable and comparator. That's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.